mastered everything, because I told my wife, the minute I start walking around like I know everything, or I've arrived, I said, I give you permission, I'll even put it in writing, you can take a baseball bat to my head. Because I said, I need to go walk away and do something different. Because I mean, who am I to sit there? And I meet people every day who go, oh, I know this stuff, I don't need this stuff. I went to school, I went to a seminar, I went to that program, like what, 10, 20 years ago? The minute we stop learning is the moment we stop growing. And in life, when we stop growing physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially, we die. In every sense of the word. And when I talk to people about the Bible, I go, listen, I'm all for personal and professional development. My books, my CDs, other people's books and CDs, classes, courses, coaching. I'm all for that. Anything you can do to better yourself. But at the end of the day, and people don't get this, the Bible, basic instruction before leaving Earth. This is it, guys. You want an instruction manual for how to live your life? It's right here. We go out there. I met a guy here today who spent tens and tens of thousands of dollars I met with today. He just hired me. And I told him, I said, how much money would you say? And I'm all for investing, again, in yourself. But he is to the point where, how would I say, he's a seminar junkie or an info junkie? I mean, probably $1 million worth of books and CDs and courses that he's paid for. And he's not doing anything with it. I said, well, you're in for a great journey with me. Because it's going to be tough love, accountability. I'm going to love you. I'm going to kick you in the butt. I'm going to do all the things. But you know what? And he says to me, he goes, well, you're just going to focus on helping me become more successful, like making millions of dollars. I'm like, why do you want to make millions of dollars? And usually that's the funny thing when people say, well, I just want to help you. I want you to help me make lots of money and build my business. I'll do that, but I want to find out what your why is, what your purpose and your path is. At the same time, I also want to be able to help you on the personal and spiritual side. And usually people go, no, 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 I don't need that. Don't even get into that. And by the time you're on the first call, you're not even halfway through the first call, you find out that these people, they've got some baggage. They've got some stuff that they're not complete with. They're not where they need to be with their faith. And it's so apparent to me, but it's so, they're so like foggy to them. They don't get the fact that, well, I haven't been to church in 10 years, but I don't understand why all these bad things keep happening to me. Now, don't get me wrong, just because you go to church doesn't mean you're not going to have things happening. Again, it's got to be you walk it, you talk it, you live it. It's got to be congruency. But this is so powerful because if we just spend more time in the Word and within our Bibles and understand that there's basic instruction before leaving Earth. People say, Keith, do you realize what you just said? You told people they don't need you, they don't need your programs, they don't need your books and CDs and classes because all they need to do is the Bible. I go, yes, I know what I said. But just because someone reads the Bible, I've met people who can regurgitate the Bible inside, forward, backward, you know what I'm saying? But they're not living it, they don't know it. I was raised Catholic, right? In upstate New York, you were either Catholic, Jewish, or you weren't anything, right? And when I was raised Catholic, I told you, I was the best stander, kneeler, and sitter than anybody. But they didn't teach us the Bible. We were the greatest scripts, memorization, but they didn't teach us this. And when you get fully immersed in the Bible and you understand, you'll be very clear, and that's where we have to be more bold. When you know what He wants us to do, and what He wants for us, and what he says is truth, the Word, how can we deny that? No matter what anybody else says that comes in contact with us, you're like, well, it says here. And you're going to get the arguments. But again, even if you're not where you want to be in life, when someone says, well, the Bible was written by man. It's been changed and interpreted. It's up for interpretation. See, that's again the problems that we're dealing with in society. Just like the people who say the country was founded upon, Christian principles. God, 86% of this country still believes, yet we let this small minority control and make all decisions. Where we can't pray at ball games or at our kids' coaches are getting suspended and fired. We can't speak up. My sister is a kindergarten teacher in upstate New York. She can't hang a wreath or do any Christmas decorations on her door anymore. Yet they have a separate Muslim room down the hall. I just shake my head and I go, what are we doing here, guys? But no one's doing anything. And I'm still one person. I got a pretty big mouth. And I've got some influence. But it's again where we have to come together and do more. And the last couple of things I want to share with you is we have to make every word matter. Would you guys agree with that? We have to make every word matter. Because like I said earlier to you, even though words are 7%, every 7%, we've got to use better words. Because what we're doing now is whether it's on Facebook or in our emails, we're using things like, for example, the words but, if, think, should, can't, miss, forget. I can't tell you how many times I get emails on the course of any given day, and we're all human. We do this. This is how we're wired. We're like little robotic monkeys, you know, we're like wired. We're all programmed. I get emails all the time and say, don't forget to be there tonight. Don't forget. Or don't miss this event. And we all do it. The people that are marketing gurus, the people that, because this is what we're taught. But I want to tell you something about the human behavior, mind-body connection, and how we're programmed.